as we've just recently witnessed, hurricanes are no joke. We have seen the path of destruction that Hurricane Ian has caused, both in Florida and the Carolinas. Sadly, Florida got the brunt of that storm, and it really showed how unpredictable nature can be. Of course, it's come out that we do have weather technology, weaponization, whatever you want to call it, only making us tinfoil hat wearers proven correct, but I digress. That's a topic for another podcast. The Gray Man. According to legend, he is a ghost situated on Pawley's Island, South Carolina, that appears before storms and hurricanes. The first recorded sighting of the ghost was in 1822, which predates the town's official formation. The Gray Man is said to be the ghost of a man on his way to visit his fiancée. He was then caught in a terrible storm and died. He now roams the beach searching for his lost lover. A woman claims to have seen the ghost before Hurricane Hazel in 1954. Another sighting happened prior to Hurricane Hugo's devastating landfall in 1989. And then the most recent appearance until this past weekend was Florence. Now, once again, the Gray Man appeared ahead of Ian's arrival to the South Carolina coast. The legend of the Gray Man. Although there are variations of the legend, the most common is that of a love story. A young man who had been at sea for a very long time was traveling from Charleston to see his fiancée to ask her hand in marriage. Hoping to shorten the trip because of an approaching storm, the man and his horse would take a shortcut through the marsh just outside of Pawley's Island. As the sun began to set, his horse became bogged down in the pluff mud and threw the man to the ground. The water and thick mud entrapped him and pulled him under the surface, killing him. Devastated by the news of her lover's death, the young woman started taking regular walks on the beach to clear her mind. She would later come across a figure standing in her usual path. It was a familiar man dressed in all gray. As she approached the figure, she would recognize the face of her lover. Knowing he had been killed, the woman began to question the man, but all he could do was warn her to leave the island. A serious storm was approaching. He then vanished. The woman rushed home and told her family what had happened. In shock from the sighting, they heeded his warning and they gathered their belongings and headed inland. Soon after, the area would be lashed by a powerful hurricane, leaving only one home untouched, hers. According to local lore, the Gray Man still roams the island in the days before a storm is set to make landfall. Many believe he is still searching for his lover. The not-so-menacing ghost often reveals himself to a select number of people, warning them to leave before the storm hits. Those who see him and heed his warning return to find their home and property untouched from the passing storm. Was this a story that families shared with their loved ones to keep them safe and indoors? Or maybe just for entertainment? Or both? It's interesting that there are so many legends or ghost story traditions that often uses heartbreak or lost love archetype to describe the undead. Look at the woman in white. So many cultures have stories of a ghostly figure of a woman in white. At the local haunt that I work for, we have a character, La Llorona. I guess that'll be another future podcast too. With the Gray Man, I find it interesting. Here is a ghost who appears before a storm to warn locals of its approach. Totally different to your average haunting experience, which is typically some menacing nuisance, where this story serves the community. I would love to know your thoughts on this story. So please leave a comment down below. Maybe you're somebody that lives in the Carolinas and heard this story before and would love to put your 2 cents in. Or maybe you live on Pawley's Island and you know all about this legend and maybe there was something left out. I would love to know down below. Or maybe you've actually witnessed the gray man yourself, and that I would really love to hear about. So please leave a comment below. Plus, it only helps the algorithm for my channel. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because that helps me as well, and I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, but don't forget to hit the notification bell because that's going to notify you when I drop a new video, and it also helps the algorithm for this channel. And share the video, that helps too. Plus, it'll get more people to this channel, and I really would like it to grow. I appreciate my subscribers who consistently watch my videos and hits the like button and leaves a comment below. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate that because you are helping this channel grow. Keep shining your light. Until we meet again, peace out.